So if you're an old school DJ wanting to return to DJing, you might have said at some point, am I just kidding myself here? I haven't got any desire to play in the club. I don't want a career. Should I really be buying DJ gear and getting back into this? Well, that's what this video is about. It's about telling you that it's okay, and also what to do if you don't want to go out and play clubs and so on, because absolutely it's fine. And there's thousands and thousands of DJs doing just what you want to do. Trust me, I teach a lot of them. So look, if you walk past the window of your local guitar store, you're going to see the answer staring right back at you, because alongside the guitars, alongside the bass guitars, the drum kit and the keyboards and all the stuff that they have in the music shop window, you're going to see some DJ gear, because DJing's gone mainstream. It's so much bigger than the club now. It's just something people do. If you go buy a guitar, no one says, you know, what band are you in? When are you next releasing an album? But you're just a guitar player. DJing is the same. Your DJ gear is just an instrument now. It's just something you play at home for fun. Practice, craft, discipline, fun. There's no need to take it any further if you don't want to. Now, I'm going to give you some tips now about how to make sure that this new craft, this new hobby, this new thing that you want to do takes off, goes well, that you get into it, that it all feels right. The first thing is about the actual environment you DJ in, because all right, you're going to be playing at home. The mistake that lots of people make is they shove their gear up against the wall somewhere in a part of the house they never go to. Maybe there's no heating there in winter, or it's in a glass house somewhere where it gets really hot in summer. You want to have your gear set up somewhere where you naturally like to hang out. And it's always a good idea to have it set up so that it's facing into the room rather than just against the wall, so you're facing the wall. Not always possible, and it's not always possible to have it set up permanently, of course, but if you can, this really works well, because you've kind of invented a dance floor, which is just the rest of your room, right? And really our brains fill in the gaps. And also get the lighting right, not only in the room, have some nice room lights so you can get everything nice and dim and feeling kind of night vibey, but on the DJ gear itself. It turns the DJ gear into like a DJ booth. It turns it into part of the room. You've thought about it. It deserves to be there, which makes you feel like you deserve to be there as well. Pictures are good. I have a lava lamp and a picture of my favorite DJ, Sasha. I showed you that in one of the earlier videos, just to put me in the mood when I'm hanging out in the DJ corner, right? So spend some time getting that right, because you're going to feel better about doing this thing once you've done that. Now, stand if you can. I'm stood here and my DJ gear goes on this desk in front of me right here, because if you stand and you've got your table at the right height, we're talking kitchen work surface rather than dining room table kind of height, well, you're doing what DJs do. Obviously, if you want to sit down, need to sit down, that's fine. But if you can, standing up and performing brings the energy. So have your surface at the right height. I think about 42 inches is about the height, don't quote me on that, of a kitchen surface, but that's exactly what works for most people. Now we get to the big question, right? So you've done it. You've convinced yourself that this isn't a silly, fleeting idea and you want to do this seriously, and you've set yourself up, your gear's all set up nicely in your house, etc., etc. What are you actually meant to do when it's time to start practicing? Because if you don't know that, then it's going to fall apart quite quickly. So here's some ideas. You're going to need a reason to mix, right? Obviously, and not just to sit there playing about with transitioning from one song to another, or I'm, you know, just trying to work out what the controls do. You're going to need a reason to perform something. That's what we do. We perform. So these are the classic things. Just perform a full fake DJ set. You're not allowed to stop. If things go wrong, you carry on, right? That's the rule. You're playing for an hour and a half. You're playing for 45 minutes, whatever. Perform a full set. Play a themed hour, a disco hour, an hour from a certain year or whatever. Get yourself an actual gig. And I'm not talking about going and getting paid, but just taking your gear down to your friend's barbecue or getting some friends around after the pub or whatever into your house, and then turn your living room into a little mini dance floor, even if everyone's just on the sofa with a beer, giving you a wave and enjoying the tunes. Anything like this is what is going to lead to making this feel real for you. And actually, a little bit later on, as we reach the end of the series, I'm going to give you some really solid things you can do to take that further. But for now, we're just in our living room, we're just practicing. There's a few ideas there. Small challenges really work. So this could be, I'm only going to play in one key, or I'm going to stick to all my songs from one musical year, or I'm only going to play the songs in my collection that my software tells me I haven't played yet. Things like this are going to help. And the big one is to record and listen back to your DJing. because the rule is that you never hear it how it really is unless you record it and listen back. You're the only person who doesn't because you're too busy doing it. So recording and listening back to your sets makes the recording the audience. So now you've got an audience, it's the recording, and you will be listening back to it as that audience. That's when you realize what worked, what didn't work, what you need to work on, and so on. So there's a few ideas there. If you want loads of ideas, then do check out our All Access membership. There are hundreds and hundreds of mixed transitions and also mini project ideas inside All Access. And there's thousands of DJs just like you in there using this stuff and making sure when it is time to work on their DJing, to kick back, to pour the drink, decide what they're going to do, there is something right in front of them that they can do there. So have a look at All Access. There's a link underneath as well as that link on the screen there now. Now in the next lesson, I'm going to give you, as an old school DJ, returning to DJing, who's been loving the craft of DJing ever since you were young, I'm going to give you the single biggest reason why you need to do this. I've saved this deliberately until that video. Have a think what that might be. Maybe let me know underneath. But meanwhile, from me, Phil, here in the studio, until next time, bye for now.